What's up, guys? It's your boy Stump, and welcome back to another Critical Ops Hot Take. Well, technically this is going to be part of my bullet point series, but I'm renaming it to Hot Take just because it sounds better. Anyways, this series is solely for me to express my opinions that I am very, very passionate about. So if you don't agree with what I have to say, that is fine. I don't blame you, but just give it some thought if you can. Now, by reading the title of this video, I am sure you've noticed that I'm not having a very fun time, mainly in ranked diffuse. Now, why would I not be having a good time? Well, there are a few things. You've got idlers who just give up and not do anything, teammates who trash talk their own team and are not doing any better, and griefers who will kill themselves with grenades at the start of the round and give away their own team's positions. Yeah, that actually happened. You also have cheaters that have godlike aim or amazing game sense to know exactly where you are at any given moment, or have some sort of speed hack. Like, what the heck is this? And after all of that, the cheaters, the griefers, and the idlers, all of this points back to one thing, and that's the Critical Ops reporting system. It's shit! The Critical Ops reporting system is based on two things. The in-game report system, where you have to go to the user, you want to report, tag them with either idle, hacking, griefing, or abusive chat. Then you need to get a video of the player that you think is violating one of those four options, and then upload it to YouTube on private. And then once you have the video of the player you want to report, you need to go through Critical Ops help in settings and give their in-game name and what you think they were doing, and the link, and send it through to the developers. And I can already tell you this doesn't work because of this clip. This clip is of when I tried to report a player using an obvious rain hack, but was deemed invalid because there was not enough information. Huh, so if I send in this clip, would they say that there's not enough information either? Either that or I was able to kill the player, but it's whatever. I was actually able to kill this guy too. God, they're stupid. Now, I could be wrong saying that the current reporting system is more of a long-term solution instead of an instant solution, but I have a funny feeling that Critical Force has no idea what they're doing anymore, mainly because they needed help from Critical Ops professional players to give suggestions to design their map. Now, while some people think that's cool, how many of those pro players actually know how to design a map? Well, since we're talking about a mobile game here, I'm going to say none of them do. Now, game developers should take suggestions from people who play their game, but also other game developers or other programmers. And I think y'all know which map I'm about to rip a new asshole in right now, but if you don't, I'm talking about the most recent map added to Critical Ops, Soar. It is so CT-sided that while playing a ranked match, our team was able to come back from a 9-3 losing half to a 13-12 clutch victory. That's not an awesome comeback. That is shit map design. But I'm not here to talk about the shit maps. This is just to justify why I feel Critical Ops is full of game developers who don't know how to deal with cheaters or griefers. With that said, I'm here to offer a solution that will not only make ranked diffuse more enjoyable, but offers a way to get rid of those annoying griefers or cheaters quickly. Now, I am by no means a game developer or a programmer, but I have played other first-person shooter games better than COPS for long enough to have an idea on how to handle griefers or cheaters.
But stop! If you're not a programmer, then why should you be giving advice?
Well, that's a perfectly valid question, dear viewer, and the perfectly valid answer to that would be that it is not fair for other players who just started queuing for a ranked game, while other players have been ranking for the past 2 hours, and have those guys shit-talk the players that just started ranking, devaluing their own self-esteem, and just making themselves look horribly toxic. And there are many, many others who would agree with me that something needs to be done. And I think Critical Force should add a kick player system exclusive to Rank Diffuse that replaces the players with a bot set to a difficulty corresponding with the current player's ranks. Here's how it would work. Each player would be able to prompt a vote kick once per match. You would go to the player you want to kick, select a reason why you want to kick them, and everyone would be given a prompt to vote kick the player. The player being voted on will not be given a chance to vote and must be voted out with a total of 5 votes. If not enough votes are reached or the voting time runs out, then the player can keep playing. If the player is kicked, then they will be kicked from the game, and a bot will be spawned in the next round to replace them. You can also put a kick counter on the players' accounts who have been kicked from a ranked game to put a temporary ban on their accounts, and after a certain amount of kicks have been reached, their account would be permanently banned. This also means that the bot programming needs some tweaking, mainly for the coalition bots, where you would have to program them to hold positions in certain areas of diffuse maps, and they would randomly decide where they would camp each round. And when another human player dies, they can spawn back in as the bot if they're not already being controlled by another player. And you can even use the force respawn button in Deathmatch that is already implemented into the game as the button to take control of the bot. And once the bot is under a player's control, the button will disappear. And with this, you can also add a new practice mode and call it Diffuse Practice, essentially killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And yet, I can only do so much. I could put my voice out there, but it will only get lost with the other voices that Critical Force actually listens to. So here's what I want you guys to do. Share this video as much as you can to other COPS YouTubers or professional players through Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, anywhere you can. Because I'll be trying to do the same thing. Because I truly believe that the kick player system should be added into COPS, and also believe it will make things go a lot smoother in terms of getting rid of those toxic griefers and those no skill, no life cheaters. And before you go, if you made it this far in the video, please consider liking the video and subscribing. It really helps the channel, and let's shoot for 50 likes. I've never really done a like goal before, but I feel like if this gets enough likes, Critical Force will see this and even probably consider putting in the kick player system. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay safe. Bye-bye.